If you want more clients, stop using funnels. Funnels don't work. People don't like being in a funnel. They click into a funnel and they immediately feel like they're going to get scammed on something they don't want. Everybody feels it. Nobody trusts funnels. Nobody trusts a landing page. And the weird thing about this is I'm saying this, but then I have a funnel and I spend a lot of money on it. Like, for example, just yesterday, we brought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Each one of these blue links is another booked call. 13, 14, 15 sales calls. 60% of those will show up, maybe 70%, and then about 30% will buy an offer that we currently sell for just around $6,000. And here I am telling you not to use funnels. Well, let me explain what I mean. Funnels is an old way of thinking. Funnels says, get this many people to click on something, get this many of them to become leads, get this many of them to buy something, and get this many of them to upsell into something. Or get this many to book a call and then to buy something. Or get this many people to get on this subscription. And look at the economics, the numbers. Are you turning $1 into 2 or 4 or 8? The problem with this, and the real problem behind thinking in funnels, and thinking you're one funnel away, and thinking this concept of, I just got to design the right funnel, is that it's so far removed from the actual reasons why people buy things, and it's so far removed from how to actually think about getting somebody to want to buy something that it's almost a useless concept. So let me explain this a little bit for you. So I think we can all agree that people spend money on things in accordance to what they believe is true. So this is their brain, and it has certain thoughts and patterns that it believes are true, and it makes decisions based on these things. So, for example, you will go to the grocery store, right? And you will purchase a specific type of food because you read online that that specific type of food is healthier than an alternative. Keyword alternative. You believe that a certain product is better for you than an older, outdated alternative. You have fad diets and people buying into certain, basically marketing messages regarding how to get and stay healthy. So your beliefs inspire and inform your purchasing habits, okay? So let me introduce you to something called belief engineering. And this is essentially a way of engineering beliefs into somebody so that they then take a key action or do a key thing. So you'll notice that this is drawn out like a funnel, right? I mean, it is a funnel, essentially. But what we're doing is we're getting groups of people who are experiencing a mass trend or consensus, a group of people that are experiencing a pain. We're calling them out, and then we're showing them, hey, the reason you're experiencing this pain is because of this old, outdated way. Just like a food that you would try to sell, right? Like, I'm not saying seed oils are good for you, but a lot of people are saying, seed oils are the reason why you feel lethargic and brain fog and etc. So the new better thing is instead of seed oils, use like olive oil or something. I don't know. Yeah, you get the idea. Old belief is old way. Doesn't work. And there's a list of reasons why it doesn't. Scientific and logical reasons. We source studies that show them that it doesn't work. We make a very strong case that the old way that they've been doing things doesn't work. And then we introduce a new, better way. New way. And we give a list of reasons why the new way works better. And so far, we haven't said a single thing about us and our offer or anything. We've just told them how there's a new, better way than what they're trying. And the reason why they're experiencing this pain is because they've been stuck and sold on an old way. And we've got a new way that is better. And once they believe that the new way is actually better, then we introduce the format of our offer and how it can believably install the new way. Your lists of deliverables should essentially describe in detail how your new way can be installed effectively. And if you get somebody to believe all of these things, you're going to get tons of sales and you're going to make a ridiculous amount of money, like an amount of money that scares you. And let me show you an example, just so you don't feel like I'm just BSing you. This is my one-on-one client, Casper, and you can learn more about my mastermind and one-on-one support in the description. You can see he crossed 108 grand and might do 150 grand this week. And by the way, he came to me doing a fraction of this. And this is in large part because we were able to launch a $25,000 offer following belief engineering that now sells really easily because people believe in his way and are willing to pay him that rate to have it installed. And because of this, he was able to have a $300,000 cash collected month in the month of June. And this is my client, Mario. He was able to have a $25,000 week, and he came to me doing 10 grand a month barely. And he actually helps dads balance being a business owner and a dad. And he's got a 5 grand program. And this is my client, Alex. He was able to have a $16,000 profit day, or cash day, and he was able to have his first 6-figure months actually as well, which I'm not showing here, as a byproduct of installing the belief engineering way of thinking into his business. And this is my client, Kevin, who had actually never sold high ticket before, but because of how easy belief engineering made it to ask these rates, he got his first $9,000 sale with our new funnel that we built around belief engineering. So let me go a bit deeper and explain how to install belief engineering into your business if you don't want to get my help. So like I said, belief engineering is all about calling out a mass consensus and really getting like right on the jugular, like hit them where it hurts and kick their bruised knee and call out things that they're experiencing that make them have to pay attention. The emotions we're trying to enact are a confirmation of a fear, a frustration, or a suspicion. Then through our new way, we're trying to get them to feel hope or excitement or intrigue so that they would be like, oh man, I need to explore this as an option. And then once they learn about how our offer can help install it, they get clear and certain, and then that drives, revenue, that drives, sales. And what this would look like is, there's all kinds of ways to facilitate this. You could literally use, in our other company, the Kingdom Closer Academy, what we do is we have sort of a ecosystem where we have ads and organic content, okay, that feed into each other. These ads go to a VSL. The organic also goes to the same VSL, and these ads, people click off of them and visit our page and end up nurturing through our organic content. And because all of our content and all of our ads are speaking to actually that niche, what we do is we help sales reps get out of traditional sales industries and onto online industries. And you can see over here our belief engineering process. Sales reps burnt out with in-person, typical sales jobs are dying, online high ticket sales, apprenticeship and placement, sale. And so we kind of have this ecosystem that calls out these pains in the ads and in the organic content, and all this drives extremely high quality bookings that close at almost half of the calls that actually show up close. You can see, for example, just today we got a sale for $5,800 for this other company that I run, and again, that has a lot to do with just nailing our belief engineering here. By the time that they're on the phone, they're so bought in that these bookings close so easy because we've done the homework on what pains these sales reps would describe themselves in having and what words they would use to describe their pains. And then we get them to admit and validate that the old industries that they're in don't work, like solar and door-to-door and mortgage and stuff like that. And then we validate how the new way, which is online sales, is like a way better way for them to have the lifestyle that they want, have the money that they want, etc. And then we validate the format of our offer, how we train and source these opportunities for them. And then it just leads to such simple sales. So at the beginning of this video, I said, essentially I said, funnels don't work. And to really drive that point home, what I mean by that is thinking in terms of clicks to leads to bookings to closes doesn't make any sense. The funnel is the format that the message lives within, and the message is the real asset behind the funnel. People get caught up in funnels when they should be getting caught up in market demand, pains, desires, and building a case for a new and better way that you've introduced to them that then makes them want to move out of an old way of doing things and into a better way. And if you can design funnels like this and design marketing and acquisition systems like this, you can make literally as much money as you want. So, you really have two options. You can try and go figure out belief engineering yourself and go read a bunch of books and spend millions on ads like I have to get it going. Or you can just speak with me. I don't have a team. It's actually going to be me on these calls, and we can chat about my mastermind, where a lot of the results that I just shared with you have come out of. We have people in here doing 20 to 50 grand a month. We have people in here doing 300 to 500 grand a month. And all of them in different ways are applying belief engineering to their funnels in different contexts. Some of them use Instagram, some of them use YouTube, some of them do VSL funnels and webinar funnels. We do a blend of VSL and Instagram for my other company, and I like that, and we can install that into your business relatively quickly. So you can reserve a call with myself using the link in the description, and I'll chat with you then. And I hope that if you decide not to take that step, that you can figure it out on your own, and I will continue to make as valuable a content as I can on this channel surrounding this topic so that you can eventually piece it together and do it yourself. Thanks for watching.